Hi, everyone. Hope you're having a great week. I'm just getting ready to pre-record my Christmas Eve devotional. And before I do that, I want to share something with you. Earlier this week, my good friend Dan Cochran, who's the pastor of Crossroads Church in Red Deer, Alberta, sent me something a member of his congregation wrote. And I think it's just so good as it explains this Christmas. Let me read it to you. Right now, so many folks feel out of sorts. Our Christmas time has been a tradition of pleasures, favorite foods, desserts, treats, and drinks. We spend time and effort to decorate and make our homes look festive and colorful. We anticipate being surrounded by family and visiting friends, being connected with those we love. We play games, sit by a fire, go for walks, enjoying our free time to go wherever we want and do whatever we want. And right now, all of that has been turned upside down. But if we really want to consider the Christmas story, this is far more like what happened in Bethlehem. Like Joseph, we have been given a decree. The social media of the day would have been the Jewish people talking along the road, grumbling and mumbling about how the government had affected their lives. Instead of being surrounded by loving family, Mary and Joseph were segregated and have to settle in a stall. They were literally and relationally separated from family. There was no special decorations, colorful lights, or special food. No fancy clothes or joyous songs. No gifts to exchange, just exhaustion, pain, and uncertainty as to what their lives held for them in the future. Everything was about to change the minute Jesus was born. Why did he come? Jesus came as a sacrifice for all of us. Sacrifice. It's a word we rarely, if ever, hear at Christmas time. If anything, we do the opposite and splurge. For us, Christmas is about a time of excess. But this year, that's all different. The sacrifices of 2020 have been felt in so many sectors of our lives. This Christmas is filled with lost dreams, lost income, lost relationships, and lost futures. It is a time of grief, loss, anger, anxiety, and fear. And yet, this is the sort of circumstance where God works miracles. This Christmas, our homes are still. There is quiet and solitude, an omnipresent sense of the unknown. It would be easy to fill this gap with dread and anxiety, to fight within ourselves and cause damage worse than a virus. We could fill the gap with alcohol to try to drown our sorrows. But once sober, we find that unease is still there. Or we could try to fill the gap in our lives with the distractions of Netflix or social media. But hours later, we will find ourselves sitting in the same place we began. Or we could just stop and listen to what God may say to us here in the quiet stillness of this Christmas. Just like the shepherds did that first Christmas, these were men who had begun their training from boyhood for their job as a shepherd. Their normal was well established in the care of their sheep. Yet they dropped everything to run towards Jesus. They dumped their normal. Everything changed for them that night. And it can for us too. Thanks, Kim, for writing that. And thanks, Dan, for sending me that. I hope what I just read is a blessing in your life in this most unusual Christmas. Have a great Saturday. We'll see you online tomorrow, sandwichbaptist.org, 10 a.m. Steve Karadimas is preaching on the cast of Christmas, and he's going to be teaching on the angels. Have a great Saturday. Blessings.